I am only 5 hours in, and Ghost of Tsushima is impressive. Open world games can have slow and rough starts that lead into even greater games. I love Days Gone, and I felt like the first hour or so doesn't put its best foot forward, but then it quickly gets great. On the other hand, Ghost showcases an impressive opening that puts you right into the action. You get introduced to our main character Jin and his crew of samurai as the Mongols attempt to invade. The beginning cutscene lets us take in the beauty of the environments. It also shows us a glimpse of our villain as the samurai present themselves as honorable warriors and the Mongols use that as an opportunity to attack them. This plants the seed for what our main character tackles later on, where he must adapt to this new situation and maybe fight less like a samurai to free his land and people. Following this, the game throws you into a charge. This transition was subtle and effective. You get a taste of the combat here, and it's satisfying and bloody. The next hour features more story stuff, and then you are free to follow the main missions or explore the first area of the open world. Before we get into the gameplay a bit, I want to touch on the use of the flashbacks. The game uses flashbacks to show Jin's motivations, along with providing some training to the player. I really like how the game delivers an interesting story while also giving you fun gameplay. Keep in mind that I'm still really early on, but I do like what I have experienced so far with the open world. Right when I was given the opportunity to explore, I took it. I found a burned village and found many supplies. The supplies were hidden inside buildings, on top of rooftops, and even in crawl spaces. The exploration is rewarding as you are rewarded with supplies that you can use to upgrade your character. Along with this, you will come across side missions and other side activities in the open world. I completed one activity that was focused on the platforming side of the game. This is more like Uncharted platforming, and it was pretty fun. Pay attention to the yellow birds and the foxes that you will come across, as they will lead you to useful areas. These areas could provide you with charms to give you buffs, along with places that improve your stats like more health. The one side mission I completed I enjoyed. It had a complete story that dealt with trying to heal some villagers who were sick. I am so early on in the game that I cannot do a stealth takedown yet, so all of my combat encounters have been in open combat. These encounters are enjoyable. You have a quick slash and a heavy slash. You can block, parry, and dodge as well. Some enemies will have defenses and you need to use your heavy hits to wear them down before you can hurt them. The deaths are very violent with a good amount of blood. Though these are my early impressions and my opinions will evolve over the course of the game, Ghost has a very strong opening that does a great job at hooking you in through its story, presentation, and gameplay. I plan on doing a full review after I've thoroughly completed the game. I asked my patrons if they wanted to see an impressions video like this, so this is a bit of an experiment. Is this something that you would like to see for some of the bigger games that I might focus on at launch? These videos could be in addition to the full review. Let me know if this is something that you want me to continue in the future. And yes, so far this is massively better than The Last of Us Part 2. Where Part 2 had me rejecting its story at the 2-hour mark, I find myself continually interested in where Jin's story is going to go in Ghost. He loses everything at the start and must work his way back up to defeat his enemies. There's a bit of an underdog feeling to it, and the game effectively sets up the Mongols as an opposing force. I hope the rest of the story is as good as the opening hours. Thank you very much for watching.